Hello friends, and welcome of you with this new video of our tutorial Flutter 2.5 with extra features. First of all, thank you for watching my channel. I do hope you subscribe to support me to keep this video coming to you. Now, this video is a continuation of the previous two videos that we talked about combining Google Map with Provider and PostgreSQL database. There are a few things I would like to say before we start this video. First of all, in the previous video when I spoke about the API key, I forgot to mention that you need to also add this API key in the Android manifest file. At the end of it, you need to add this API key. Of course, you need to add your own API key that you need to get it from your account, from your Google account. You create one API key. How you will get that API key? There are many tutorials on YouTube will teach you how to get the API key. Once you have got it, you need to add it in here, because in my GitHub you could get all the code of this tutorial in my GitHub on this name, on this repository. But I will keep the API key empty, because this is my own Google account API key, so you need to add your own key. This is the second point. The third point, since we are using database in this case, so we will gonna need to use Flutter with PostgreSQL. I will not go through the details how we can create a PostgreSQL database in this video. There is one tutorial I have already done for Flutter database. You could go to it and see how you can create a PostgreSQL database for Flutter for your Flutter application. Okay, now having said that, let's start with our video. Now, in the previous video we have said that whenever a new user, let's say suppose a seller, wish to register with your application, now he or she want to enter some details about the shop, the company, the office, whatever. One of these details is the location of the shop or the office. In this case, we'll enter a street name. Once it start typing, a drop-down list which contains selections, which is called an autocompleter. The autocompleter will show you some selections. These selections comes from Google Map database. These selections almost matches the same name or the same address that you are typing. In this case, you will need to select one of these matches. Once you have selected it, this selection will be sent back to the Google Map database, and it will give us back all the details of that location of that street, including the name, the description, the latitude and the longitude of that location. We use that, we take these details, persist them in our database, and then whenever another user, let's say a buyer, wish to search for that company, then we will fetch this data from the database and use it in a provider, and then any widget in our application will use that data, including the latitude and the longitude, so we can show the map of the address of that place. This is the whole point of what we have just said in the previous two videos. And we have spoke about the first steps. The first step, which was start with this in the home page. As we have seen, we will create an instance of the map provider, which was this one, the map provider. So we create an instance of it, and then we use the search places, this method, which is also in the map provider. This search method will use an instance of the places service, and then the autocompleter, as we have said in the previous video. Actually, the autocompleter will start all the heavy loading of the searching that place with Google Map database. Okay, so that's what we have said in the previous video. This is just a recap. Now let's see what will happen now. Now suppose we have two cases. Case number one, when the user enter the address, start typing, find that address in Google Map database, or that street may not be available in the Google Map database. So we have two cases. The address is available in Google Map database, the address is not available. So we need to handle each case separately. In this video we will handle the first case. The address is available with Google Map database, and accordingly it will give us back all the details of that address. So we will create two methods. This is the method 1 and this is the method 2. Method 1 deal with case 1, method 2 deal with case 2. Now we know that all these details that Google Map database sent to us, we have saved in this instance, in this map provider. So if this map provider .places is not empty, which means we have details. Now where come these places, we will talk about shortly. But in case that we have received data, we have received details about this place, then we use this method. This is the first case we will talk about in this video. Okay, so let's see about this method. This method simply, the point of it is to retrieve these two values, these two variables, which are double values. The latitude and the longitude, just a double, just numbers, they are numbers. Okay, and the address. Now you know we have said that the details that we are getting from the Google Map database contains many details, including the latitude and the longitude, and also the address name, the description about it. So you are free to use whichever details you wish to retrieve. In my case, I need just these three things: the name of that place, the latitude and the longitude. Now how we can retrieve these two things? These are the most important things, valuable things. We need to persist them in our database. Okay, so what we need is actually to go through this way. This is the instance of the map provider that contains all the details. Okay, now we will use this method, selected location. We will talk about it. So this instance dot selected location dot stream. Now all the details that coming from Google database is a stream of data. So we have to use a stream, and we listen to that stream, and then this stream contains this details, or the place name. This is the place name. This is where the details about that place reside in this argument. So we will create a stream, a subscription with the Google Map, a stream subscription, and we set this line of code to that stream. And if the place, as we have said, if Google Map database found that place and sent to us details about that place, then in this case, if that place details is not equal null, so what we will do, we will take that place because it contains the data, dot geometry search, we will see now where we can get it, dot location search, also dot latitude. This is what we want actually. These two things is what we want to extract from this place, details. And also it contains, as we have said, the name of that place, the description as well you can get. So these are what we want to extract. Now where we can get all these method, this is the map provider instance. This is a selected location. What is this selected location? It is also available in the map provider. The selected location actually is a stream controller, because all the data coming from the database, Google Map database, is a stream. which takes a place name, This place name actually consists of, it's another class which consists of two things, the geometry search and the name. We can take this geometry and analyze it to get the places ID of that location. From the geometry search we can get the place ID of that location. Now the other thing is this, once we have the place, we need to get the geometry so we can get the details, the place ID of that place, and this will give us also the location search method. This location search method also will use the geometry to get our location. Now once we have got using all these methods, now all this code you will find it in my GitHub, so you can go through it, because it's a little bit deep subject, so you need to go through it with the code that you will get in the GitHub, so you can go through each step and understand it fully. Now once we have got the latitude, the longitude, then we need to close that stream, the stream of the data, we need to close it. This is the subscription stream, we need to close it, that is coming from the Google Map database, we need to close it. Okay, now in case there is no place data, we need to type in that text field as a null or empty. This is the way how, if we not get any details from the Google Map details, for whatever reason, if the something error happen, then we just type an empty string in that text field. Okay, so this is the way how we can get this latitude value and the longitude value, which are, as we have said, these are double values, obviously. Now once we have got these two values, then now we are ready to take these two values, or along with the name, along with the address, name of that address, and send it to a model class, and from the model class we send it to the database to persist it. So that's what we will talk about in the next video. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. If you do like this video, please hit the like button and hit the notification bell so you could get the latest videos from the channel. Thank you very much.